the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room Podcast. We are here to podcast about anything and everything Star Wars with you. Please visit our website where you can play current and past episodes. That's https://RABR KyleJohansson.us. That's RABR.KyleJohansen.us. On the left-hand side is a navigation menu. You can use this to learn how to load the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room podcast on your Android or Apple phone and tablet. And we have direct links to our podcast on Apple and Google Podcasts. Please participate by connecting to our social media, answering questions of the week, or submitting feedback directly from the site. Again, all of these are available at the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room website at RABR.KyleJohansen.us. And now, it's time to talk Star Wars. I am Kyle John Johansson, and this is Andrew Scott Sutton. Say hello. Hello. Scott throws the peace sign for us. Peace. What's up? All right, so today we're reviewing Star Wars: The Bad Batch, Season 2, Episode 4, named Faster. We're going to...
Hated
what?
it.
Well,
Thumbs
it needed to
down.
go... Just say it needed to go faster. Faster. So that's the name. All right, so the review's over. We're done. Review's over. We're done. So we're gonna review. Yeah, jeez. We're going to do some news. I've got some news today, which is probably more exciting than this episode was. It's you'll find out soon. Scott already knows, but you'll find out soon. And we're gonna recap the episode. We have a question of the week, and we're gonna talk about our predictions. So what Scott? What? Oh, not yet. We got to do the news first. It's time for the news. All right, so the news is exciting because it's about the Mandalorian trailer that came out last week, and we're going to review this. We're going to watch it once, and then we're going to go and step through it and talk about it some more. So the trailer is only a minute and 42 seconds long. I'm going to switch my screens so you can see it.
You can do it. Are you sure you can do this?
I think I can, yes. It's not illegal. All right, here we go. You ready? Ready?
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy.
I've seen it 20 times.
What are we?
Me too.
What do we stand for?
Yeah.
It's the bird one.
Mandalorians are not just learning about how to fight.
Bird Mando.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy.
Brother.
That way, you'll never be lost.
Never. See that white C-3PO?
What a droid. I wasn't going to use that pod for a droid.
I'm going to Mandalore. So that I may be
Mandalore,
forgiven for
what?
my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
This is the
Force.
Baby.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by
What?
the time it
Uh-oh.
becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Order 66.
I'm kidding.
Hang on. Oh, it's the droid power. Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way. He fucked him up.
You did.
Oh.
All right. So that, just to say that little guy, I forget what his name was in Rogue One, but They're not Rogue. Yeah, it was Rogue One. Wasn't it? No.
What the hell are you talking
No, that
about?
was the little guys, the two little guys that were in at the end there. The mechanic that took apart C-3PO in the sequel.
Yeah.
You know, when he had to read the Sith stuff. Anyway, Babu Fring. That was his name. Those are same species, and those are my favorite characters so far in Star Wars.
You mean? Oh yeah,
Babu.
memory dude.
Yeah, Babu
white
Fring.
CP3O. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Babu Fring. And I can't find
So
I can't find a bobblehead for him either because they're expensive. They're like $50 a piece because they're rare.
Get one.
No, I can't. One. I'll get one when the price goes back to.
Oh, you
right.
will not.
So that noise right there, this noise right there.
Our people are.
Yeah.
I hear that in my dreams all the time. Once I hear it, like on a trailer like this, I hear it like for weeks after that because I'm like so excited.
What? Did you touch yourself?
I might touch myself.
You Mandalorian porn.
Scattered. Stars.
All right, so
No edit.
So this is the first scene. And these are supposed to be a bunch of the Mandalorians. You know, he fought with before his team or whatever from, you know, when he had that big battle.
In the galaxy. What are we?
See, that's Vizsla, the one that he was in there before. What do they call him? Pro Vizsla or something? I forget what they actually called him. And a couple other ones. We haven't seen this guy over here. Kind of looks like Boba Fett, but not really. I don't know. And who's this guy? He looks. He's got a wolf on his sleeve there. You see that? He's a clan of the wolf or something. I don't know.
What do we stand for?
Those are the bird ones, aren't they? The Hawaii helmet.
Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how.
Yeah, that's part of what's her name's clan.
The armorer.
Yeah, they're part of what's her name.
Yeah,
clan.
Yeah, I know that. Well, that's because that's the only Mandalorians he knows, right? He's never met anybody except for Boba Fett, and Boba Fett's not really a Mandalorian because he is a child of a Mandalorian, but not a.
What are we?
The gal that had the black saber.
All right. Ooh, they're flying through their lane. Wow.
Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight.
Pretty light.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost.
Look at that. All right. I missed it. I didn't go back for it.
What?
It's a white C-3PO there. See it?
Yeah.
Never seen a white C-3PO before.
He's on the wrong side of town. He's in Honky Town.
At least the market. But yeah, that's not a good side of town either. Look, behind him is a what do they call it? A cotton candy maker. That's what it looks like. Got those bowls on it.
Hey, it's a rat.
And that little tree monkey thing is supposed to be you know, that's the same one that was in Jabba's palace. But yeah, Kree is
the same one.
Kree. It's not the same one. You're right. So this statue here is supposed to be important. It's a statue of ID8 99.
Yeah, the robot that helped Mando.
Yeah, and look, he's stepping on a stormtrooper skull. Or
there's a bunch of stormtrooper skulls there. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now. They're all just stacked up there, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And of course, Grogu is floating around. More flying.
Is that a top light? Go back.
Go back what?
Yeah, I had a woo-woo light in there. Go back. While they're flying. Right there. The red light. It's like,
It's probably
Adam 12. Respond, Adam 12.
maybe it's to tell them that it's turbulence.
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
Wonder what
Your
he
robot.
got made. Wonder what he got made.
You remember I told you that Mandalore got destroyed by the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
So this is what the remains are. You still
It wasn't
see
the
some.
Jedi. It
Yeah,
was
it
the
was.
Empire.
No, they were destroyed by the Empire
The
after.
carpet bombing.
No, that was the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
The Mandalorian Wars were between the Jedi and the Mandalorian.
No, I thought it was
The
carpet
Empire did come through when they took over and stuff, but the Mandalorian Wars were way before the Phantom Menace movie. They were years before. You know, the stuff we see like in Rebels and stuff, that's just them that's them rebuilding. You know, at least some place to live. There's a little bit about it in the Clone Wars too, a little bit about the Mandalorian Wars, but not a lot. So okay, and there's our droid. That's like you said, that's a R5 droid. They say it's just like the one that Luke and his father tried to buy. Probably not the same one, but close.
May the force be with you!
There's our favorite mod repair shop, Pelly's.
It's the way.
I like a good
This is
fireworks
the way.
show. I wish they'd show the fireworks show in the show, maybe a little bit. Probably not going to see it.
There's something dangerous happening out there.
Something dangerous happening. So this is that doctor guy, the one that's been trying to get Grogu, right?
Yeah.
And
there's a patch on his right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder. He's facing us. What is it? His right shoulder.
Doctor guy.
Yeah, there's a patch on his.
I don't see it. I see it
patch,
above his breast pocket.
The patch on his shoulder. Well, when he was in the original, when he was in Mandalorian, he had the patch for
the Empire,
the water world. He had the patch for the water world.
Yeah. Genosis or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Where the cloners were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we kind of do suspect that he's the cloner that's taking over the stuff that they started, at least the technology. And we're not so certain at this point in time, because this is also the time of Thrawn too. We're not so certain that he isn't employed by Thrawn. And that's why they're out trying to find Grogu and whatever they could find, kind of stuff. So,
and by the time it becomes big enough,
that guy's important too. He's been in several episodes. This is one of the guys that pulled Mando over up outside the planet. Was going really fast.
Yeah.
You got to look at the patch on the shirt, on the jacket. That is a Rancor. And there is a squad that's called the Rancor Squad, a rebellion squad, and they played a huge role. They actually were a squad of 9 people that went out and on special missions, highly qualified kind of commando type of people. So this guy's a badass, is what we're kind of thinking to say, and he knows If he says he knows something, then he probably seen it, knows it.
He kind of looks like Pat Morita.
Yeah, tiny bit. Little fatter, chubbier Pat Morita.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Fatter, chubbier, longer face. I just
becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
That's supposed to be the caves on Mandalore.
Grogu.
And he picks up a helmet just like his, it looks like, but
hey, couldn't he melt that down?
he could. That's probably why the armor is
make new armor.
Exactly. There was Grogu remembering the Order 66 again. And I think what's going to happen, rumor is we're actually going to see who comes in that door. When we saw the flashbacks before, we couldn't see who it was.
Anakin.
And we're supposed to see who rescues Grogu. Because we remember from the flashback, all these Jedi here get killed by something. We assume it's Darth Vader, right? Anakin, but we never saw for sure.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but he's still he's Anakin until, even though Big Man called him Darth Vader before he went to the temple to kill. He's still Anakin until he gets the
suit.
Gets fucked up. Yeah, gets fucked up. He has to have the suit.
Gets the legs cut off. Legs and another arm. Yeah.
Hang on, kid.
I just skipped over that, but that's that droid bar where droids are hanging out, which is really kind of weird.
That's droids were never allowed in bars.
Exactly. That's why it's really kind of funny too. And these are. Yep, and there's a green one right here. I think that's green. I can't tell. It's so dark, but it's funny that these the clankers, they call them, are in there. Those guys are supposed to be all deactivated and stuff. Yeah. They must be reprogrammed ones or something. But
it'd be funny. It'd be funny. It'd be really funny if there's humans behind the bar serving them.
Yeah. Except we can see the robot. We can see the robot there.
Totally reverse what it was supposed to be.
You're kind of not allowed here. Oh, I'm sorry. The force be with you. Yeah, Babu. It's not him, but it's one of his relatives. It's got to be. I don't know. It could be. He's got the goggles things. I don't know.
Probably passed down.
Anzelian. They're Anzelians. Interesting.
This is the way.
Okay.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, we saw it.
Okay, that's enough.
I want to see what the creature looks like when he comes in. What is that right there? There's something right there. There's something.
That's Mando.
It looks like
that's Mando. That's like a Mando. That's one of the Mandalorians.
You think so? Then how did that creature get around one of the Mandalorians?
He was up on the cliff and we already shot it or something.
Look, there's 4 eyes. I don't know. That looks like a lightsaber right there. But I'm just making stuff up, I guess. I don't know. That's black silicate slate stuff right there too. That rock, it's all shiny and black, so that's like silicate. This thing's got a knife, it looks like. Look at that, he's got something sharp in his hand. I just want to see what the creature looked like. You can't really see him that well.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
His ears are down. You think his ears will always be down when he uses the Force, or
That means he's used to force, and he needs a nap and a payday bar. What are you doing?
There you go. That was it. There's some other part you wanted to see or talk about?
No, we just
No?
saw it. Oh,
We did. So the other article I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to switch or anything. It's just the same thing about the trailer. It's it kind of breaks it up a little bit. Night of 1,000 Tears. That was the night when the Mandalore was blown up. Navigating the galaxy. I just wanted to see if there's anything in here that was interesting. Safer and more popular. There's that creature. Salicus B. Crum. That's what he was called in the Return of the Jedi, but it doesn't necessarily mean, like you said, it's the same one. Because we've seen those are the kinds that we see every once in a while that people are eating, like get them off of the vendors or whatever.
On a stick?
On a steak. Yeah, there's good old Owen buying an R5. It's got a broken motivator. Owen, this one's broken. Can we get a different one? Owen. Yep, and there they talk about the IG-11 that sacrificed itself. There's Pelly. Yeah, and Dr. Pershing is the guy's name. Yeah, he's the one flying through space. And this guy, Order 66, they do it. There you go. His name's Teva in the series, in the show. Carson Teva. It says something's dangerous happening. Something we've never seen before. TIE fighters. And then it talks about that we've already seen Bo-Katan in the
those ones with the bees are part of Bo-Katan.
I agree. I
The
agree.
white helmet are Bo-Katans.
Well, at least one of them is. What's her name? I've got her up here somewhere, but she's like the mother of Bo-Katan or something. The one with the white and got the blue on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that was the news, I guess. The news. Did you hear that into the news, or do I have to change that?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
I heard it.
Good. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing screen. This thing has got to be stupid difficult. Why?
Why? I can see you perfectly fine.
I know. Share screen. Advanced. There we go. That's what I want. Got it. All right. So that was the news. Again, we're reviewing Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 4, named Faster. Please go by faster than you went by, faster. And this episode aired on January 18th. It was a very long 26 minutes. I'm going to push the spoiler alert real quick. Spoiler. Anything you watch going forward is a spoiler. So the cast, of course, are our regular clone troopers minus Hunter and God, what's his name? I knew it just a second ago. Echo. Hunter and Echo are gone, but we have Omega and the tech guy, Tech, and of course we find out exactly. We find out Cid's full name this episode. The guy Millegi calls her Ciddarin Scaleback. Of course, still Ray Perlman. And the guy is called Grini Millegi, played by Ernie Hudson. We had Teo, the pilot. Yeah, the pilot. Teo. His name was Ben Schwartz. I don't know if you've seen Ben. I don't know if you've seen Ben Schwartz before, but he's played in quite a few shows. He's a young comedic kind of actor. And then we have the announcer and Jet Venim was played by Johnathan Lipow. I'm going
not
to
responsible for laser damage or you getting shot by a laser.
yeah, that's funny. Not responsible for death or anything. Yeah, it's all your fault for being here. We are proud to welcome our latest sponsor, Juan's Cantina, where every first week of the month on the standard galactic calendar we celebrate what the ancients call Cinco de Mayo. Come join us at Juan's for the food, mariachi music, and 34 flavors of margaritas. That's Juan's Cantina, right next to the Hangar 94 of Mos Eisley Spaceport. On day 2 of the week is Taco Tuesday. All Tuesday, ready to each and enjoyed with our house margaritas. Juan's Cantina also serves the galactically famous Dos Camarones Azul Cerveza, imported directly from Kessel. Thank you again for our latest sponsor, Juan's Cantina. Yeah, they make their own beer, Dos Camarones Azul Cerveza. All right. So you ready, Scott? You ready to get into this thing? Ready to go?
I'm done.
Set? Done. Dang. Okay. All right. So we start the show where Wrecker and Omega are playing Scaleback, which is a card game. Omega gains an advantage, telling him that she owes her 2 cartons of Mantle Mix. Yay. Wrecker wants another game, but Ciddarin the Scaleback tells him that she has a job for them. Omega responds that Hunter and the others are on a mission to deliver 50 cases of Nerf nuggets. That's another weird food, too.
Nerf nuggets.
Yeah. They're actually supposedly made out of Nerf, if you look it up. Tech regards it's a waste of their skills and talents, and Cid says that she will need their skills and strength for the new job, adding that the shuttle is awaiting. Omega and Wrecker are enthusiastic while Tech is reluctant but comes along. And Tech should have followed his gut and we wouldn't have had this whole episode, right? So they end up at the racing track Safa Toma, roughly a spaceport with a seedy reputation. And they have, like I said, a track, kind of like, in our day we have a horse track or something like that. The group travels to the Erinie, where several aliens of various species, they include Godels, Pantheras, Arcona, and Rodents, are cheering over land speeder races. The ringer Teo gains the lead over Hyper Rod, shooting his speeder. Cid reveals that she has been betting on Teo, who wins this race. She takes the clones to meet Teo in the pit stop. Tech remarks that Teo is a droid. What? The droid takes offense and boasts of his abilities. Wrecker backs up Tech, but Cid claims the situation is different. Teo heads back inside the garage to repair his 12 series speeder for the next race. Tech remarks the speeder is not designed for racing. And Taylor responds, duh, that's why we modify them. Something like that. Cid is then visited by downtrodden criminal Millegi, who has two of his Mesorians and one Gamorrean henchman. Megala warns Cid to stay off his turf, prompting Cid to defend her right to be here. Meaning, Megala kind of runs the show here, right?
Mhm.
Takes in all the money. Megala takes an interest in the clones, and Teo, and boasts that his team will beat Cid. The Nasarian Jet Venim swears in his alien language. Megala gets Cid to bargain on a standard side wager for the next race, which she accepts. When Tech asks her about the relationship with Megala, Cid denies that it is personal and claims that it's just part of her racing business. During the next race, Teo races against Jet Venom where the two are tied for the lead. Tech is unable to determine the victor. Their competitors are modified B1 battle droids and protocol droids. One of the droid racers accidentally fires a volley of a blaster bolt, which takes out an Arcona spectator. And this is where we get that announcement. Reminder, spectators of the Safa Toma Speedway are not liable for injury, death, or disintegration. Please enjoy your afternoon. Teo and Venom approach the Gambler's Gulch. Which, that's the two, I don't know. Cid warns Teo not to take the left tunnel, but the droid insists that he knows what he's doing. When Omega asks, Cid explains that Gambler's Gulch is a death trap. That's the tunnel's name, I guess. Megala orders Venom to maneuver. Yeah, he didn't take it. Megala orders Venom to maneuver Teo into the crunch. Venom uses the claw and appendage on his speeder to grab Teo and his craft and slice through its stabilizer with a circular saw. This causes Teo's vehicle to spin out of control, and Venom wins the race. All right, so the next part is called Omega's Gambit, which, that means Omega's taken over again. Later, Tech and Wrecker salvage the damaged 12 Series speeder. Tech thinks the ship is beyond repair, while Wrecker finds Teo's parts and believes he can repair most of the droid. Megala comes to collect his credits, but Cid pleads for time. Megala demands that she pay up, and Cid calls on Tech and Wrecker to provide muscle. Before the clones on Megala's henchmen can reach for their pistols, Omega asks Megala about Cid's debt. Omega proposes a third race, paying him double if Cid wins. Double if Cid's team wins. Omega adds that they will get Cid back if she wins. Tech and Wrecker are concerned, but Omega convinces them that they need to be free of. They need Cid to be free. Megala agrees, and Omega attempts the proposal, but keeps Cid as collateral. He wants he holds Cid for collateral. He wants to make sure the clones pay after the race. So the clones repair Teo and the speeder. Blah blah blah. They have a dumb droid helping them out. Omega remarks that the vehicle is in worse shape. Tech works on Teo and is pessimistic that the droid can be repaired. Teo insists that he is capable of racing, but is horrified to discover his limbs are missing. Oh my God, where are my legs?
What about art?
Tech works on reattaching the limbs. Yeah, you're not doing it right. I guess this is where we get that quote that I like. He says, less talking, more spannering.
Yeah.
Wrecker proposes that rescuing Cid and taking on Megala, but Tech warns that the gangster will seek retribution. When Teo mentions that the failed competitor who failed to pay Megala last time ended up in the sand dunes, Omega says this is why we must win the race. Tech remarks that Cid's association with the criminal element is not good. Tail tells the clones to focus more on repairing him with a spanner instead of the talking. Meanwhile, Millegi hosts a captive Cid in his suite above the stadium. Cid insists that she has moved away from her shady past, but Millegi responds that people will get to know the real Cid. Cid disagrees, but Millegi says he doubts that before drinking a glass of wine. Okay. The accident. Prior to the third race, Omega tells Teo that he will be racing next. Wrecker asks if he is fit to race, prompting the droid to insist that he is competent and will win this time. Teo finds Tech analyzing the race course and patterns on his database. Teo opinions that calculations are nothing compared to the strategy and skill. He's a cocky little droid. Tech says that Teo's strategy is flawed and advises him to redirect his power to the rear reflector shields. Teo spurns his advice and claims offense to the best strategy. The droid steps into the race course and is run over by another speeder, causing a crash. The Keldor racer walks away without showing any concern, while pit droids attend to the wreckage of the speeder. Teo is badly damaged. Wrecker realizes that the droid is unable to race. Millegi arrives with his entourage and hostage Cid. He remarks that Toma is a dangerous place and that accidents happen, which probably means that he caused the accident, right?
It was no accident.
Yeah, Millegi did it on purpose. Cid speaks to Teo, and the droid mouths that he regrets nothing before shutting down and dying, croaking. Millegi proposes that Cid and her team forfeit the race. Tech volunteers to be the racer. I'll do it. Millegi is dismissive, but Cid insists that he honor their earlier agreement. Millegi accepts, despite believing that Cid and her team have poor chances of winning. And of course, we see Tech step in, blah, blah, blah. He announces all the.
Tech, Omega.
Yep, he announces all the participants. We got Jet Venim, Bosco the Mad Bomber, Brix Speedclaw Kane, Vicious Vivid Centauri, Exon the War Gnome, Traxix the Quick Draw Quasar, and the Trickster Flash Rector. And last one is Hyper Rod on with a 7 Deuces blaster. And then, of course, he says, Tech. Tech? Who's this guy? What? Is this guy a new entry? I don't know who Tech is. And then, of course, during the race, Jet Venom uses dirty tricks to gain an advantage over their other racers. Omega monitors the race and reports Tech's place. When Wrecker is concerned, Tech insists he knows what he's doing, and he's using strategy. Mad Bomber Brix uses explosives to take out Quasar, and Tech exits the tunnel and overtakes another racer. This is where Omega warns Tech not to take the left tunnel again. Don't take the tunnel of doom.
Don't take the death tunnel.
And Wrecker warns of the danger of it too. And Tech says that his plan will work, and he diverts power from all weapons to shields during the second leg. Tech dumps the blaster section of his racer off to have less weight. And the announcer and Tech are critical of their decisions. Tech reports he has now increased his speed and maneuverability, but Wrecker warns he is in last place. You're still being slow, buddy. As slow as this episode. Tech overtakes Bricks and heads into the dangerous tunnel. Dun dun dun. With a shortened track called Neelis Express to Lothal Minor. He is followed by Bricks. Tech and Bricks navigate over the first hole, and Tech manages to avoid the second hole, but Bricks falls inside with his speeder. By taking the short tunnel, Tech is able to climb the ranks and chases Venom. Venom deploys his circular saw. Uh-oh, he's coming to get him. However, Tech is ready and deploys his speeder's retractable claw, which he uses to latch onto Venom's speeder. As they reach the finish line, the two speeders roll in the dirt, and the announcers announce Tech is the winner. Da da da. Of course, we always knew it was going to happen. Millegi is very upset, but Sid is jubilant. And then here's the last scene. Omega and Wrecker are joyful and surprised. The crowd cheers for Tech later. Tech, Tech, Tech. The clones meet with Millegi, who agrees to free Sid. Sid tells the clones that she owes them a favor before leaving. Venom, who is upset about losing the race, attempts to shoot at the clones, but Millegi restrains it. Millegi speaks to the clones, commending their loyalty, but claims Sid cannot be trusted and tells them to watch their backs. Omega walks away with Hunter and Wrecker. Hunter? I think that's a misprint. It's got to be Tech and Wrecker.
Yep.
Hunter's not there. So that's the last scene. Da, da, da. It's finally over. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we said at the beginning, this is kind of a filler episode.
And just think I watched it twice.
I did too. I had to keep thinking there's got to be something else here.
Yeah.
Got to be something else.
But there was
What else is there?
There was nothing.
Nope, there wasn't. It was a pretty it was a filler episode, definitely. We could tell because Hunter wasn't there. Nothing happens if Hunter's there.
Nope.
Hunter isn't there. So yeah, it was a nice episode in a way. It was, pretty good, but it could have been like 10 minutes long. Instead of 26.
Yeah.
I think it's raining here. I think I'm hearing rain. That's not good for the game. But yeah, so
it's not good for the game. They play
so
well.
that was exactly. So let's do well, I have a question of the week, and I don't even know if the question of the week's a good question of the week. But it's where are Hunter and Echo? Where are they at? What are they doing? We know they're transporting Nerf nuggets or whatever, right?
They're Nerf herders.
Nerf herders, exactly. So that's actually funny. Nerf herders. Yeah. So we have feedback at KyleJohansson.us. That's feedback KyleJohansson.us. Yeah, feedback. So our friendly guest host Rick has a couple things that he wanted to say.
Stop.
He said he tried watching last night but fell asleep for episode 4 Bad Batch. So he rewatched it later, and he said the whole time he was yawning throughout the entire episode. Kind of felt like there was just a filler idea to make an episode. Couple highlights he had. There were several C-3PO units that were racers. Remember, you saw one that was he was a gay rights activist, and the other one was I don't know, he was like blue or something, wasn't he? was blue or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was red, green, blue, rainbow stripes, gay rights activist. They were both racers.
After us.
And he said the racing scene seemed like a repeat of the Anakin racing that we've seen.
That's exactly what I said.
And we saw who did we see racing in the sequels? There was another race there too. Oh, I don't know. Was that Ray racing? I don't know. And they both wear goggles. Tech and Anakin wore goggles, so that made him think even more about it. And he said that Millegi kind of looked like some of the bad guys on the movie Battleship, which had tusks down here by their mouth. This guy had like tusks, like it was a beard almost. But yes, they were close. And he says he's never seen a character like that on Star Wars, and I think we have. I think we've seen them before. Maybe even in Bad Batch before. And he is curious about the relationship between Millegi and Cid. And I kind of think that they're just rivals.
Lovers.
Yeah, guilted lovers, rivals. Maybe they form an alliance at once or something, but they're both criminals that are trying to make a buck, is what I think. So anyway, that's our feedback.
I put feedback too.
All right, seriously. Give me some feedback.
I did.
Oh,
on our chat.
You did.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you repeated that, but we already said that already. We've already
said about
we already said about 6 times that it was the slowest episode we've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
Omega should have been the pilot. That's the other thing you said, and you said that already too.
No, you want to know? It was so slow. I'd rather watch Dirty Dancing the movie.
Wow. It's fun. That's funny because it's flashing through my mind right now. I'm like, okay, that's enough. All right, so that was a pretty
baby in the corner.
It's a pretty sucky episode. Where are we at?
That was good.
Man, series, The Bad Batch. All right, so we have multiple ways that you can send us feedback. We have one that's on the website over on the left side that says feedback, of course. Very easy to find. And that's just a simple form. Put your feedback in there and we will read it on the show. The second method is our question of the week, which, like I said, where's Hunter and Echo this episode? What the hell are they not doing in our show?
Nerf herders.
They're nerf herders. Yeah. So what's going on there? And there's comments at the end of the question, and you can put your reasons or any other comments you have with the show. You can even complain about Scott and I on there.
I don't care. Bring it.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Bring it.
We'll just laugh at you. One of the other ways is
I know people.
Yeah, we have social media, which right now is only Twitter. Maybe in the future we'll get some Facebook stuff going too. Twitter, you can talk to us on Twitter. Hashtag the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room would be easier for us to find. And we put all this on video up on YouTube. And of course, YouTube's got comments as well. Which, surprisingly enough, our video last week was watched 17 times. All of them by Scott.
I only watched it once.
I know, I was just teasing. It's supposed to be funny.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I wanted to see how my replacement was doing.
Yeah. No replacements. I just think he's. I just think he's a good addition.
I know how you.
No,
I know how. I know how you're trying to move.
no, you aren't. My real motive is to get you to participate more.
Retire.
No, you don't need to retire. You don't need to retire. I like him on there because he doesn't know a lot about Star Wars. And I'm not saying you and I do either, but he knows a lot less than we do. And I think that's helpful because it helps the whoever's watching us also learn a little bit about Star Wars if they don't know it too, right?
Yeah, but he seems to find time to research, or he's doing it while he's doing it.
A little bit. I've given him some tools to look stuff up with and whatever.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yeah.
I see
Same
how-
thing
I
I've
see
done
how-
with you. Same thing I've done with you. Anyway,
That's so
so
good.
it does. January 25th is our next episode. It's called Entombed. Yeah, that's
Can we just get the
episode.
Mando already?
That's episode 5. I don't know, man. I almost like the Bad Batch better than Mando. Mando's great. It is.
You are drugs.
No,
You just said
I'm getting tired of. I'm getting tired of this little Grogu guy that's not doing anything. You know,
He saved Mando's life.
I know he used the Force to make the Rancor. Yeah, whatever. I they need to they need to use.
We were watching us.
No, they need to use
things about Grogu.
They need to use Grogu more instead of him being a cute little cuddly toy. That's all I got to say about it.
What, he needs to grow up and be Yoda? Is that what you're trying to say?
He needs to at least talk, even if we can't understand him. He needs to talk. Come on.
Oh, I have erection, do I?
Whatever. Even
what is that between your legs that grow this?
You've been playing with Millegi too much, all right? So let's.
My Schwartz is bigger than your Schwartz.
Uh-huh. which is actually funny because one of the actors today last name was Schwartz. Teo Ben Schwartz was his name.
I was talking about another movie.
I know. The Schwartz is with you.
The Spaceballs movie.
I know.
Self-promotion for Star Wars. Where all the white women at?
Just have one. Wearing a white dress. Princess something is what they call her. Princess something they call her.
Princess
I don't know what.
Amy?
Is it Laney down or something? I don't know what they call it.
No.
They called her.
I mean, it's Blazing Saddles. Come on.
I know.
Another movie he did.
Yeah.
I think you should go outside if it's raining.
No, I'm not going outside. My camera's not portable, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I can hear it raining, so it's either raining or doing some snow, heavy snow. I can hear the water dripping the drain pipes. I have one of those corner drain pipes by my desk over here in the back behind me, and you can hear the water tapping.
That's so relaxing.
Yeah, it makes me tired. All right, I'm gonna push this button because we're done here. This episode wasn't worth our time, but we did spend a good amount of time talking about Mando, so that's good.
Which you don't like.
No, I like it. I just I'm enjoying the Bad Batch right now. Pretty good. I like what's going on with the Bad Batch. We get
just need to
we get
Crosshair.
16 episodes of the Bad Batch and only 8 episodes of the Mando.
They need to put Crosshair down or something.
No, I think Crosshair's going to be back with the team again.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he can be trusted.
I think he finally figures it out.
Do you think he's gonna have an awakening?
I do. There's an episode called Metamorphosis. I think that's it right there. That's where he finds it out.
Oh, you want to lay
Say-
money on that?
No, it's the same same day as Mando comes out. So there's a Bad Batch called Metamorphosis and a Mando episode.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll only be watching Mando that day.
Now you'll watch Bad Batch too.
Oh, you think? In my mind, you are.
No. Thank you for listening to the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room podcast. Please visit our website where you can play current and past episodes. That's https://RABR KyleJohansson.us. That's RABR.KyleJohansen.us. On the left-hand side is a navigation menu. You can use this to learn how to load the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room podcast on your Android or Apple phone and tablet. And we have direct links to our podcast on Apple and Google Podcasts. Please participate by connecting to our social media, answering questions of the week, or submitting feedback directly from the site. Again, all of these are available at the Rebel Alliance Briefing Room website at RABR.KyleJohansen.us. This podcast in no way is approved, sponsored, or owned by Lucasfilms Ltd., Disney, Disney Plus, or any of its subsidiaries. All opinions are solely owned by Kyle and or Scott and in no way express the views or opinions of their past or present employers. Views and opinions are not supported or restricted by Lucasfilms Ltd., Disney, Disney Plus, or any of its subsidiaries. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or any or other use of this podcast and its affiliate sites without consent of Super Duper Podcast Network and its host is prohibited. I am Kyle Johnathan, and this is Andrew Scott Sutton. Say goodbye now. Rebel Alliance Flag, do you have anything to say?
Nope.
No.
Oh, no. Way too many joggers in there today.
Look at that. We got done by 2:00 this time.
Yeah, you like that Dirty Dancing comment, huh?